Hello and welcome back to another episode of Pop Culture Reacts. And today, back in the list and back with Nightwish. This time another live Nightwish.
At
Yours is an empty
Wembley.
hole, vehicle
Oh,
of
sorry.
spirit.
I got carried away by
Live
the fact that
Wembley.
we're going to Wembley. Yes, English-based, the home of English football. Sometimes when a club that I don't hate is playing at it, and unfortunately that's few and far between these days. So Nightwish,
Well,
we have had mixed experiences with our Nightwish journey, haven't we? I think yours, not to flame you, but yours. You've enjoyed it less than I have so far, haven't you? But I think it's fair to
yes.
say that neither of us have been wowed as much as we've been told we should have been wowed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really like the kind of orchestral elements that I think come along with them. It's something that that I like. I've not quite found the track yet that's made me really go wow, but I keep
Yeah.
kind of going, I feel like there's something here, it's just not quite clicked with me yet.
Yeah. And I see the components for the quality that they have. It's good guitar work, the vocals are good. But as a whole, none of them have ever, grabbed me. But I am one for, trying things multiple times to find something. So, shall we see if yours is an empty hole, vehicle of spirit is the one?
I mean, as long as you don't say meh at the end of it, and I don't have to respond to 8,000 comments again, then just joshing. Right, let's do this.
Thank you so much, and welcome to this unique Nightwish show here in a sold-out Wembley arena. Just so you know, we will film this entire show with you here to immortalize this special moment. So let this become a night we shall never forget, okay? can let you have the world. It's all for you. Yours is an empty hole. Yours is an empty hole. Ha! Yours is an empty hole. Yours is an empty hole. Thank you.
Wembley.
Wembley.
Wembley. What do you reckon?
I can see
I
why
don't know
this
what those
one was put
noises
in.
were, by the way. Do not know what those noises I just made were. What do you reckon?
I can see why this one was one of the ones that people said I would probably prefer because of it being heavier.
I was
Because
thinking that.
it definitely is much more heavier and much less fanciful and sort of floaty at points where they sort of don't,
Yeah.
it doesn't have that very operatic or even sort of synthy-ness to it that some of the other stuff
You know me,
had.
I'm a silver linings kind of guy, and like when we've done other ones, you've been quite honest about what you don't like, and obviously on other videos you covered what you were, but I was thinking exactly the same because when we got these further on recommendations, I know, and apologies, we've got to get better at writing down who actually recommended stuff to us. It was like you, and specifically you might like these sort of tracks more, and I can see why. I can see why it's like them. And I guess, like I say, silver linings. It's nice to know that sometimes people do actually listen to the words that you say rather than
Yeah.
kind of
And
instantaneously go into kind of disagreement mode, I guess.
but yeah, there is one. There's clearly some Nightwish that I can get behind because I like that. It heavy. It has a very sort of old school, sort of new wave of British heavy metal, sort of 80s vibe in there with like the guitar work and the sort of the music that's in there. So it's very sort of like um, Dio and Rainbow and that sort of stuff. And then the mix of her doing the gut rolls with the bassist sort of singing on the chorus as well, and it's just like that contrast worked so well.
I'm really glad that resonated with you as well, because I mean I wrote down here, and I only wrote down a couple of things, but I wrote down I loved it when the two vocals were running together. I thought that worked really, really well, really standard. And bearing in mind, one of the big sort of big ticket items, big selling points, is her vocals. I don't think I'd ever conceived that I would like it if someone else is doing the vocal at the same time. You know,
Yeah.
like she is the vocal star of the show, and rightfully so, 95% of the time. But yeah, I was with you on that. I thought that went really, really well.
Yeah, so thumbs up for that one. I like that.
I thought as well, like through the song and sort of mid part of the song and onwards, I really liked what some of the stuff they were doing musically, and I couldn't quite put my finger on the best descriptor for me for it, but it sounded very action movie. Like suddenly,
Yeah.
like I think the keyboards kind of come in a bit more, and and when I say actiony, I mean like a James Bondy, Mission Impossible kind of elements to it that
The music
really
that's
pushed.
on in the background of a
Yeah,
action sequence, or
and
maybe
I wouldn't
like
have
a
thought it.
spy scene or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought it, because obviously the song is heavier than any of the ones that we'd heard so far, and like I think if I was writing down what's going to happen in this song next, I wouldn't have pre-predicted that being in it, and I wouldn't have pre-predicted how much I liked those elements being in it. I thought that was really good, and her vocals throughout were strong as ever, and I did think to myself as well, bearing in mind we've got I've got very, very limited experience with their songs. I can see why this is a show opener as well. I can see why this
Yeah.
is one to kind of get the crowd going, especially as um, uh, some of the other songs are going to be longer and not less, more dramatic in what it's doing. But this has, I guess, that come on crowd, come along
It,
for the ride element. Right?
yeah. This one's got more of an energy of go than
Yeah, show starter for me.
yeah.
Go, come along. You sort of said about sounding kind of like some old school. I almost said UK hip hop. Then get over yourself, UK metal. I actually wrote down, and it had never crossed my mind before, but I wrote down I'd love to hear her sing with Sabaton or Sabaton perform with them, because there was really some Sabaton-y musical elements to this, and I thought, God, her vocal performance here would sit lovely with some of the stuff that they do musically, and yeah, all of a sudden I was like, yes, let's have the Nightwish Sabaton, and if there is one, let us know in the comments or anything like that, but yeah, that was what I was really. That's what kept sort of resonating in my head of going, yeah, put her over Sabaton track, put her over Sabaton track, or get her to guest on one, because I think her
Mm,
vocals would mix really well with the kind of music that they do.
yeah. Um, yeah, very much impressed with this one of going against everything that I've had so far with Nightwish. That they do heavy good.
A child that I am, I kept laughing at empty hole. Don't know why, but every time they said it, I just couldn't. There was just something about it. It was just making me giggle every
Your
time
inner
they did it.
9-year-old.
Yeah, yeah, and I was embarrassed for myself, but I thought, well, I was doing it, so I should confess to it. But yeah, I find the term "empty hole" very funny.
So,
Especially the yours is an empty hole. Obviously, I'm projecting that out. Like to you, I'm going, yours is an empty hole. No, yours is.
you are a child, sir.
Yes, I
You are a child.
am. Yeah, very good, very good. I wouldn't say it's my favourite that I've heard so far. Um, but I like it a lot. Yeah, I really do. But different to what we've
Yes.
had so far. Yeah.
Yeah. So, as always, down there, let us know what you think. YouTube your things, like, subscribe, and ring off the bell. And until next time, good day.